This wasn't a rivalry game, this wasn't a fluke, and this definitely wasn't just one bad night. In the divisional round of this year's playoffs, the Seattle Seahawks didn't just beat the San Francisco 49ers. They dominated them 41-6. And what makes this game fascinating is how it happened. Seattle didn't win by relying on heroic throws. They didn't win by chaos. They won by breaking the 49ers' identity piece by piece, from the first drive to the final whistle. The first quarter set the tone. Seattle played patient, playoff-level football, with a controlled tempo, clean execution, and no panic. San Francisco came out trying to dominate fast, but when early drives stalled, frustration crept in. Seattle's approach was simple. Take what the defense gives, trust each possession, and force the 49ers to play uncomfortable football. So now I'm going to talk about how the Seahawks stopped the 49ers yards after catch game. The 49ers offense thrives on run after catch, with slants, screens, and motion-based crossers. Seattle's defense said no. Tackles immediately on reception, smart pass off to avoid overcommitting, and they forced defenders to meet receivers in space. San Francisco wasn't explosive, and every gain was earned. And in the playoff context, earned kills momentum. So Brock Purdy wasn't bad, but Seattle forced him into a game he couldn't play comfortably. How? Well, they eliminated first read windows, forced him to reset feet and make late decisions, and collapsed timing of passing plays. So the result was even small completions felt hard-earned. In the playoffs, half a second of hesitation can be the difference between sustaining a drive and giving up points, and the Seahawks exploited that perfectly. Sam Darnold didn't have to be spectacular, he had to be decisive and disciplined. Seattle's offensive plan was defined reads, quick decisions, and play action to freeze linebackers and not bomb safeties. He managed the game flawlessly, hit the middle of the field, trusted checkdowns, and avoided turnovers. Against an aggressive 49ers defense, that boring approach is lethal. So here's an example. Early in the second quarter, Darnold hit the tight end on a 15-yard in-breaking route that kept the Seahawks drive alive, eventually leading to a touchdown that opened up the scoring and set the tone for the blowout. So the Seahawks targeted the one area the 49ers can't fully commit to defending. Linebackers stuck between run and pass, safeties hesitant, and edge rushers contained. Seattle lived in this intermediate space, forcing mismatches and exploiting hesitation. It didn't matter that the 49ers had elite talent. Hesitation turned talent into vulnerability. Nick Bosa and the front seven thrive on chaos and negative plays. Seattle countered with quick game, pocket movement, and timing routes. The result was Bosa couldn't dominate like usual, allowing Darnold to work cleanly. Seattle executed efficiently inside the 20. They took what the defense gave, they scored touchdowns instead of stalling, and they forced defenders to tackle in space. Meanwhile, San Francisco pressed in desperation, committing errors and allowing the score to balloon. So here's a key play. A second quarter touchdown where Darnold rolled right and hit a 20-yard touchdown pass to the slot receiver exposed the 49ers' misaligned coverage and widened Seattle's lead to 21-3 by halftime. So, down big, the 49ers had to take risks. So they forced throws, miscommunications, emotional, reactive football. Seattle stayed calm. Every failed 49ers drive deepened the gap, both on the scoreboard and in confidence. By the fourth quarter, the 41-6 score reflected accumulated dominance, not a single lucky play. So the final take, this was not an upset. This was flawless execution. Seattle won because they controlled tempo and possessions, took away explosive plays, trusted Sam Darnold to manage and not force, and turned disciplined football into pressure. The 49ers didn't lose due to lack of talent. They lost because playoff football punishes teams that can't adapt with their identity is systematically taken away. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Was this the Seahawks playing their best football or the 49ers being exposed at the worst possible time?